everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Guide. So today's episode is about resetting and refreshing for spring, and these last few days have been feeling a lot like spring, and it's March anyhow, so spring is coming. I'm super excited because it has been absolutely freezing through all of January and most of February, but my hands right now, my hands don't feel like they're about to fall off when I go on my runs and walks and the sun is shining, life is happy again. We are going to do a refresh and reset to get rid of the winter uglies, wish winter a farewell. Spring is the season of thriving, and honestly, we just need to make the most out of this spring because life is going by so fast. I'm just it's already freaking March. Oh my god, what have I done this year? I don't even know, okay? Um, I have not, honestly, I will be honest about that. I have not made much progress on any of my goals this year, but time is just flying by, and I think I'm just kind of in this sad nostalgic mood sort of because high school's coming. I'm gonna finish out 8th grade in the next 3-ish months, a little over 3 months. And honestly, I don't want to go to high school. I'm kind of freaking out about that. I just really don't. I don't want to do this stuff. Okay, all anyone's asking us about is what are you doing in high school? What are you doing in college? What do you think of doing? And I'm like, bitch, you think I know? I'm 14. Okay, I'm literally not in the mood to plan out what I'm gonna be doing when I'm in my 20s. Okay, that's over a decade. That's almost a decade from now. Help! I can't do this. Can't be asking 14-year-olds about what they want to do, but kind of necessary. So I don't even know. I'm just freaking out. So yeah, I think that's the reason I've just been we have to make the most out of every day, and even just today in general. If I were to think about today, it's just today's gone by so fast because it's a Sunday. There's always so many things that need to be done on a Sunday. I woke up, I ate breakfast, I read for a little bit. What else? Let's see. Um, I cleaned my room, I did laundry. What else? I did some more cleaning around. And I had to get ready for my run. I went on a run and I did a workout, and then I had to call someone. I called one of my friends. And then after that, I had to shower, and then I had to do my hair, and then Jesus, it's just a lot. I had to eat, and then I had a 5-minute break, and then I was like, I have to do homework now, so I did homework, and then after that, I just had a little bit of a break, thankfully. Didn't really do anything productive though. I literally just read some more because it's really good books that I'm reading. And here I am recording this podcast episode, and yeah, not very fun. Well, actually, very fun because I like keeping myself busy. I like being busy. That is how I thrive. But yeah. Anyways, so time is just going by really fast, and I'm just I'm literally gonna finish. My Spanish teacher was talking about you guys are gonna be finishing 8th grade, and you're gonna be in high school soon, and I was just no, just in denial. I'm this is not happening. Time is going by way too fast, and I think I've said that a million times. Okay, moving on. Let's do our podcast updates and life updates. So I'm at 985 plays in this podcast. If I'm lucky, and I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood. My desk is not made of wood, but that is not the point. I'm thinking I can hit 1,000 plays by the end of this week because it's only 15, and I'm well, I'm already on a roll anyway, so why not? I think I can get to 1,000 by the end of the week. So that's exciting. And then what else? I had a volunteer shift last week. That was actually not super bad. It was this kids program, and it was printmaking, so there was paint, and a bunch of kindergartners and first graders with paint equals mess. So there was a lot of stuff that needed to be cleaned up, and it wasn't just me sitting in a corner the whole time. And there was this one other person there, so she was really nice. We talked for most of the shift, but yeah, that was fun. And then yesterday I went thrifting with some of my friends. I didn't buy anything because I didn't find anything good, but yeah. And then me and my friend, we got lost on the 4-minute walk to 7-Eleven. Turned out we were going the complete opposite way, so then we had to turn around and walk the right way, thankfully, and we made it to 7-Eleven. But yeah, I don't know, daylight saving time started today, so I think that's a part of the reason why the days felt like it's going fast. I don't know, just yeah, because it's an hour. Time gets an hour later, so thankfully the sun's setting later, which means I don't have to leave my house right away, essentially right when I get home from school. for my runs and my walks, I have a little bit of leeway with that. Except on Tuesdays and Fridays, I still have to leave at 4:45 if I need to get everything done by the time I have my math class. So that's fun. Okay, moving on. That's enough yapping. Let's do one thing we're grateful for and one thing we're happy about, plus our book of the week. One thing I'm grateful for is I don't even know. My friends, honestly. I'm just like really lucky to have lots of amazing friends in my life. So I'm really grateful for all these people for a lot of different reasons. So that's fun. And then what else? One thing I'm happy about. Spring is coming. That's literally the point of this episode. I'm happy that spring is coming. I'm happy that I'm not freezing my butt off on my runs and walks anymore. It's actually enjoyable to be outside and not a pain in the ass. So yeah, and then our book of the week is not really a book, but like a series because you kind of have to read the series. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lane Barnes. This has been popular on like social media a lot, and I can see why. It is a really good book series. I have read this book series before. I think I was reading the first book in last week's episode. It's not really much detail about that today, but it's a really great book. I'm on the third book, The Final Gambit. Um, and it's about okay. So basically, Avery, she has to just stay there a few more weeks to get her inheritance, and paparazzi are like looking at her every step. There's lots of pressure on her, and danger, like potentially being murdered, is just a part of her life now. And the only thing getting Avery through it all is the Hawthorne brothers. Her life is intertwined with theirs. She knows their secrets, and they know her. But as the clock ticks down to the moment when Avery will become the richest teenager in the world, trouble arrives in the form of a visitor who needs her help, and whose presence in Hawthorne House could change everything. It soon becomes clear that there's one last puzzle to solve, and Avery and the Hawthorne brothers are drawn into a dangerous game against an unknown and powerful player. So yeah, definitely recommend this book series. It's great. If you like mystery like me, but yeah. Okay, so moving on. First thing to do, to like reset and refresh for spring is cleaning up your space. So, a major thing that should be done really every season to reset and refresh is deep cleaning your space and decluttering your space. You kind of spend a ton of time in like whatever your main living space or living spaces may be, so you want to make sure that space is clean and there's not like unnecessary stuff there. Clear space equals clear mind, anyways. Honestly, it doesn't bother me that much at all, like if my space is a mess, but I will admit that it is not as enjoyable to be in my room when it's a mess as opposed to when it's clean. When it's clean, I do really like being in my room because the space feels like a nice space to be in, and we like being in nice spaces. When a room is clean and tidy, you want to be in it more often. I just love the feeling of having a clean and tidy and organized space. Um, yeah, it's literally one of my favorite things ever, but it's called spring cleaning, whoa, for a reason. You want to clean your space from top to bottom. Set aside a few days or a week or just like any random Sunday to like really deep clean your space. Um, as much as you possibly can. You want to go through the closets. You want to get rid of expired makeup, dust the living room, wash the sheets, all the things. And if you do some sort of like carpet treatment, you do that. Get the stains of the walls. Well, get the stains out of the carpet and out of the walls. I mean it when I say all the things. This is something I desperately have to do because I honestly cannot remember the last time I deep cleaned my space. So that's task for whenever the next long weekend comes. Actually, no, wait, screw that because the next long weekend is the end of March. Next weekend, I'll get on top of that. Truly nothing better than a clean space, and there's no way to give your life a much needed reset than by deep cleaning your space, and that will really help you reset and refresh. You can make some playlists for cleaning too. Music is the best way to make any boring task instantly fun because when you put on some kind of like upbeat, dancey music, you just want to like dance and jump around and sing. It will so get you in the mood for cleaning. Well, maybe not in the mood for cleaning, but it will make cleaning more enjoyable and make it a lot better. Something else you could do is like sell some of the nicer stuff you want to get rid of. Maybe it's some sort of fancy clothing you don't need anymore or some nice jewelry. You could sell it on like Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, places like those. And you can save that money or you can put it towards items you actually need this season, like spring clothes or some like spring decorations. It's a great thing to do. Some sort of wardrobe and appearance switcheroos are next. Spring is here, and I would hope that you don't need all the heavy puffer coats and jackets and sweaters and snow pants. So go through your closet and put all those things somewhere else. in your closet, or you can put them into some boxes and put them in the garage. Maybe you have another spot of your space that you store like the out of season clothes in. Just do that. You can dust off your shelves too. Get rid of anything you already know you won't need next winter to make life easier when you get those clothes out of storage. Make a board on Pinterest full of like spring fashion inspiration, and maybe buy a few new pieces to add into the mix. Play around with the things in your closet and try to make some cute new outfits. Spring is the season of dresses and denim and lightweight clothes because it's not that cold outside anymore. Possibly shorts later in the season. Have fun with it and make it a whole thing out of your like spring clothes shopping expedition, whatever it is. Maybe you can go get your nails done. We are busting out the pastel colors and floral nail designs, or you can do your nails at home. Try out some home nail art ideas if you think you can do it. If it totally fails, nail polish remover exists, thankfully. But there's also tons and tons of cute nail design inspiration on Pinterest, so you can take a look at that. You might also want to go to your skincare and makeup, find some lighter products um, for your skincare, because you may not need the heavier stuff anymore because the weather's like not that crappy anymore. Or maybe you just have a bunch of things that expired and you need to get rid of those things, do all that stuff, replace anything you need more of so you don't have to worry about it later. You can go get your hair done, try out a new cut or color. Tons of inspiration on Pinterest for that too. Pinterest is really amazing for inspiration for literally anything you can think of, like hair, nails, makeup, clothes, food, like trends, you name it. Must have app on really anyone's phone. Back to hair. Okay, so there's this one person, I think her username on Pinterest is Taylor Lynn XOX. She has so many hairstyle videos on Pinterest, and they are absolutely amazing. They turn out beautiful, and a lot of them are actually fairly easy. I honestly did not know it was possible to style hair that many ways. But maybe you just always throw your hair up into a ponytail like I do because it's super easy, or just whatever else is super easy. Maybe you don't even put it up at all. Maybe you just leave it down every day. Good for you if you can do that. I could never leave my hair down for a whole day. Like I would honestly suffer. I only do that when I actually do my hair and it's worth leaving my hair down. But on all the other days, it's really not worth it because my hair is a disaster and like I don't know, the front looks weird. Okay, why am I going on about this? Moving on. Try out something new. Maybe like a bun or a half up, half down. Attempt mastering some sort of braid. You will feel like a whole new person after giving your appearance a much needed refresh. Trust me on that front. First thing, actually, you should do this. Actually, I can't believe I just thought of this. You should just do this for your entire reset. Like, first step. This is the true first step. First thing that you absolutely have to do before you can move even a single second further with your spring reset and refresh is creating a master to do list of every single freaking thing you have been procrastinating for who even knows how long. We can't move forward and truly reset and refresh for a new season if there's like a million things that were supposed to be done forever and a half ago, probably in the old season. You can't move forward with the reset and refresh process if there's still a million and one things that need to be done that are just littering the back of your brain. Procrastination sucks. Procrastination sucks. Okay, I can't speak. But procrastinating stuff seems like a good idea in the short term, but it will really hurt you in the long term. That is why I've developed a habit of doing things when I remember them, not because of procrastination, but because of sheer forgetfulness. I have the world's worst memory, so if I didn't have that sort of like reactive nature, nothing would ever get done. Believe me when I say that. Take out a piece of paper and make a few categories that cover most of the things you've been procrastinating. Then you can write down all the things that you've been procrastinating by category, set aside a day or two, or maybe longer if you think you'll need it, or maybe you only need a couple hours, and then go get all those things done: errands, cleaning, planning, whatever it may be. One of my favorite things is taking things off a to-do list. You will just feel so good knowing that you accomplished at least something that day, and when it's all done, best feeling ever. That is something else entirely, especially something like a master to-do list. You had to have done a ton of things. I create master to-do lists sometimes when I'm stressing over a ton of things at once. I do like a brain dump, and then I create a more organized to-do list, master to-do list out of that brain dump, and that helps a lot. Even though I didn't get anything more done, I feel so much more in control after writing it all out and having that list in front of me. And trust me, when you're done with the list, you will feel so accomplished and you will feel like you can do anything. Master to-do lists are amazing for juggling 400 million tasks for a bunch of different things at once, and it's a must do before moving any further. Next thing, add some color into your life in any way that you can. Color is such a big part of spring, and it is a really important thing to add into your spring. reset and refresh list, try to keep some fresh flowers around you whenever possible. Just go outside and like get some fresh flowers. Or you can start a flower garden. That's something fun you can do in the spring, and it can keep you occupied, and you'll have lots of fresh flowers that you can put in vases around your house, your space, or you can make bouquets out of them and give them as gifts, or you can make pressed flowers out of those flowers and do stuff with the pressed flowers. But flowers are a great way to add some color and life into your life, and flowers are pretty anyways. Maybe buy some new like pastel color decorations, or like you can add some bright colors if you're feeling bold. Maybe there's a space in your home that is all neutrals. You can go out and get a few new colorful pieces to add in there to give a space a little bit of life. Some new throw blankets or candles, not super expensive, but it'll still add a nice touch. Add some color into your wardrobe. Maybe you have to wear a bunch of boring, well, maybe not boring, but neutral color clothes for school or work. Whenever you don't have to wear those kinds of things, wear some colorful things, or get like a new bright purse or something to add on to a neutral outfit to give it some life and a little pop, like pizzazz. You will feel the difference of wearing color and just adding color in your life in any way that you can. Maybe you found a pretty flower outside on a walk. Take it and stick it in your hair, romanticizing life, wearing colorful dresses. Dresses are a great way to add colorful clothes to your wardrobe, because like the dress is the whole outfit. You don't have to worry about like things like matching like you would with tops and bottoms. Just get some cute colorful dresses, some casual ones and some more fancy ones. Wear them if you want, or don't if you hate dresses like I do. I am done with dresses because I already have my dress phase and never again. Be colorful and be vibrant. Go through your makeup. Kind of already mentioned this earlier, but you probably don't go through your makeup as often as you should. Something you should do is like start a note page when you open products to keep track of what expires when. Like there's like that little container symbol with like a 24M or a 12M in it, to indicate after how long you should toss the product. So it's a good chunk of your makeup is most likely expired, so get rid of it. You can buy anything that you might need more of. You can try Amazon Subscribe and Save. It's amazing. What else? Yeah. It will save you a good chunk of money in the long run, and you won't completely space on buying a certain product. I set it up for my hair care products because I ran out of curl cream once and desperately needed to do my hair that day. So I had to go to Walgreens and get it for like $3 more than it would have been online. So I just set up Subscribe and Save for that because it made my life easier. Um, so yeah, and preventing that kind of situation again. Makeup brushes, you have to clean those a lot more than you do already, and beauty blenders too. They collect so much dirt and bacteria, and you just keep putting all of that on your face over and over again. It is disgusting. And they keep collecting more and more germs and bacteria and buildup and old makeup that just goes on your face again and again. Wash them at least once a week. Sounds like a lot, but trust me, if you use those every day, you need to do it. Honestly, even more than once a week. Like, yeah, I am so glad that I do not use makeup brushes because the amount of breakouts I would get is concerning. I just know that. Like, I try to keep my face as clean as possible. And, like, that's why I keep my hair away from my face, especially with curly hair. Like, there's so much product you have to use in your hair, and hair is a common reason for a lot of people's acne. They just don't realize it. Or, like, honestly, your makeup brushes might be causing your really random breakouts that you just can't seem to get rid of, okay? You can just use hand soap, and a Lego brick to clean them. I have done this before. Just put some hand soap on the Lego and then a bit of hand soap on the brush, and you can rub the brush against the Lego. The amount of dirt that will come off will surprise you, believe me. I have been obsessed with like this e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil, the only colored lip gloss that has ever looked good on me in my entire life. I absolutely love it. e.l.f. is one of my favorite makeup brands. My lash curler and mascara are also from e.l.f., and the color is freaking perfect for spring too. So if you're looking for a lip gloss, definitely recommend that one. I can't remember exactly what color it is though, but I will link it in the description of this episode. So yeah, hands are going to be coming out. I'm going to get yelled at by my mom for looking like a burnt potato because I'm already dark. I'm Indian. What do you expect? So in the summer, my skin just gets 10 shades darker because, yeah, so that's fun. But I just simply don't burn, and I'm grateful for that. I don't even think sunscreen is a thing in India, so that's fun. But you can, like, get tan, and I don't know, some people say their makeup looks better when they're tan. So that's fun. Just really go through your makeup, maybe buy new stuff, do all that kind of things. Get outside. Obviously, I cannot stress this one enough. The weather sucks in the winter, and I literally couldn't run for 3 weeks because it was really bad outside. Impossible to breathe, anyways. And I would have died if I tried to run. my hands probably would have frozen off. But now it's spring and that stuff isn't happening. It is warm enough for me to actually sweat on my recovery runs. That is saying something. It is about 60 degrees Fahrenheit outside on the days I go on my runs. Amazing weather. This is like the perfect time to start working more often. Outside. Maybe you've just been not working out often or consistently, or you've just been going to the gym or doing like workouts in your house or apartment building. You can go on walks and runs outside. It's a good way to exercise and also enjoy the amazing weather. Plus, the mental health benefits. Like studies have proven, science has proven that spending time outside, even just 20 minutes a day, can really make a huge impact on your mental health. And I can honestly say, since I've started going on runs and walks, like I feel the difference. Not just the difference of the actual workout, but the difference in just being outside, because outside is peaceful most of the time. When I go on my runs on Wednesdays, I go on a different path because life. Um, so the cars, like I didn't know, it gave me anxiety. Okay, I don't get anxiety at all. Well, it gave me as much anxiety as a person like me would have. So not a lot, but I don't like it. So yeah, I desperately need to find my wireless earbuds. Oh my god, I can't take that. Like I have to go on a run there on Wednesday again. I just can't. Okay, not happening. What else? But yeah, great way to exercise and also enjoy the amazing weather. In the summer, sometimes it can get way too hot to do workouts outdoors. I got a heat stroke. Okay, not a bad one. Like the most minor level of a heat stroke ever. I did not have to go to the hospital or anything, thank God, because I had a soccer clinic in 115-degree weather. It was horrible. I knew it was a bad idea as soon as I started. But anyways, in the spring, it's nice out. It's nice enough. You can go hiking. That's another great way to enjoy the weather. I hate hiking. Did I hike once? It is something I will never be doing again. But if that's your thing, then go for it. If you could go to like a national park or a state park and spend the day hiking, lots of hiking trails in these places anyway. Depending on where you live, you could go to the pool. The pool near my house opens on Memorial Day, so that's literally the very end of spring, and that's already more like summer. Some pools may open earlier though, depending on where you live. Like I said, so that's another outdoorsy thing to do. So many people are always on their walks or runs when I'm outside. It's a great time to just get outside. You don't even have to work out outdoors, okay? Just sit outside and read a book. Having a picnic is a great thing to do. You can round up some friends, and each person brings a dish to share with the group, and you set up your spot in a field or a park or something, and just eat the food. And if you're going by yourself, you can bring your journal or a book to kill some time. Frisbee or a soccer ball or a football. That's something you could do if you want to have something to do with your friends. Or you could maybe even just bring like a board game. Honestly, like no one's gonna judge you. Just bring a board game and like play the board game. Do stuff outside. The difference being outside makes just go outside because the sun on your skin feels so nice after being holed up inside all winter. Create a spring vision board on Pinterest. Okay, next thing. I know a lot of people use Pinterest to create a vision board for the upcoming year or something like that. What about creating a seasonal vision board? Heck, you can make a vision board for literally anything you want. Or maybe if you made a vision board for the year, you can just go back and revise that one. It's been a few months. We have hopefully made a little bit of progress. I know I said haven't been making much progress on my goals, but I have made a little bit of progress. Okay, reflect on that if you want to just update that vision board. Yeah, just Pinterest is actually amazing, and it's the only social media platform, well, that doesn't actually cause any real problems. It's actually peaceful. I have so many boards on Pinterest for food, clothes. I have a bunch of random book recommendations saved on there too. Just like make a vision board of what you want your spring to look like. Um, Things you want to do over the spring, maybe like bucket list items, or maybe just things you want to accomplish over the spring. Add photos of places you want to go or workouts you want to do, maybe some recipe inspiration for food you want to try this spring. Add some quotes that reflect how you want to look or feel or be this spring. Take a night and just make a board and save all those photos and print them out, and you can cut them out and stick them onto a board. Hang it up somewhere you will see it a ton, or you can just save the photos to your device and copy them into Canva. Um, or Google Slides, and you can create a digital vision board and set it as your computer background or your phone screensaver. If that's how you're going to see it the most, you're going to feel so inspired and just motivated to make this spring the best spring yet. Really use that vision board to make stuff happen and do things with your life this spring. Vision boards are amazing. Making a vision board and having a certain thing on it, though, that doesn't mean the thing will happen. Maybe you have a photo of a group of friends at a farmer's market on your vision board. You can't just expect it to happen. Make the plans with your friends and make sure that they happen. Follow through. Commit to them. Vision boards are a great system of manifestation, but nothing will actually happen if you don't put the work in. You need that follow through. You need that work. Sometimes it is hard to make the plans, but try. You can't give up if you don't actually try. It's not really giving up if you never actually tried to begin with. So important. I can't stress that enough. Manifestation plus work and follow through. That will make your dreams and thoughts a reality. Romanticize the season. This kind of goes with my last point, but you want to make the most out of the time you have on this earth. So get up, go out, do things with your life. Like if I were to get hit by a bus tomorrow or even in the next 5 minutes, I definitely don't want to remember a whole bunch of doom scrolling and nothingness because that's boring. I'm going to be like, damn, that was my life. That was boring. I don't want to be remembered like that, okay? Like no, I want to remember going out with my friends, school, spending time doing things that are fun, my runs even, like those bring me joy. I want to remember things that bring me joy. I want to remember like going to people's birthday parties. I want to remember my family. Um, what else? I want to remember things I've done. Okay, like fun things, things that want to be remembered, things that I want to remember. That's doing things is the gist of it, but make sure you do something, at least one thing you want to remember if you got hit by a bus the next day. Every single day. Today is the only day we have for sure. Tomorrow is never a guarantee as much as we think it is. Make the most out of your life. Make the most out of today. Make the most out of this spring season. This is your time to romanticize the spring season as much as you possibly can. Get outside. Enjoy the sunshine. Get tan if that's your thing. Do all those things. Wear a dress to the grocery store just because you can. Like if you like dresses, there's nothing stopping you. I hate dresses. Would never do that to myself. But yeah, romanticize every day of your life. Live it to the fullest that you can. Be grateful for the fact that you were given the gift of life and being basically given a new gift every day when you wake up. Like, yeah, that day is a gift ahead. I mean, that gift is the day ahead. Um, but like, it's up to you what you do with the gift, like with any other gift. Stop delaying your happiness and just live now. It is just so freaking important to romanticize every moment you get, every gift of a moment that you get. Make those plans, text those people, wear that outfit, do that thing, try new foods, travel to that place. I don't know. Live in whatever way it means to you. My definition of living life probably completely different from someone else's definition of living life. Make it a spring. Make it a day to be remembered. Work on your health. Among the hustle and bustle of daily life, our health is a lost priority almost. I have made focusing on my health a daily part of my life, and it works for me, like just built into the day. Working out isn't something that needs to be scheduled into my day, it already is part of the day. But this spring, we are going into our health is wealth era. Never too late to start working on ourselves, and never, ever too late. Um, a ton of people make tons of New Year's resolutions relating to their health, but maybe those resolutions get lost in life. This is your reminder to bring them back into focus a little bit. It is never ever too late. Do not be like, oh well, it's March, I'll try again next year. No, absolutely not. I will not allow this. That is stupid. Start now. Anyways, make sure you're eating well. You really are what you eat. And I talked about this in my random things I learned in 2024 episode. That one was a lot of fun. Listen to it now if you haven't already. They're like things like berries are in season in the spring. Really, any fruits are really springtimey. So make sure you eat a mix of fruits and veggies. All this stuff hopefully gets a bit easier in the springtime because naturally you have more motivation to do stuff. Start working out. I cannot stress the importance of working out enough. Probably mention it in every single episode at this point, but it's just so freaking important to make sure you exercise regularly. 30 minutes every day, moderate intensity exercise, 5 or 6 days out of the week for most adults. Or you can alternate forms of higher intensity workouts like running and lower intensity workouts like yoga. 2 days out of the week should be dedicated to some form of muscle strengthening activities like strength training or bodyweight muscle building exercises, calisthenics. Sounds complex, but it's really easy enough. Try to shoot for that much exercise. Really best time of the year to start doing your workouts outdoors though. Start going on runs or walks outside like every day. It's not too hot but not too cold either, so perfect weather out. Your hands won't feel like they're about to fall off and you won't be at risk for a flipping heat stroke. Put that extra motivation to good use and work on your health a little bit. Declutter your digital space. Can't believe I forgot to mention this one when I was talking about decluttering your physical space, but it is so important to make the time to declutter our digital space. A lot of us spend a good chunk of our time on screen, so it's important to make sure our digital world is also free of unnecessary clutter because clutter makes life harder. So go through your phone, delete apps you don't need, unsubscribe to emails you don't need in your life anymore, unfollow social media accounts that don't make you feel good, get rid of extra files that take a ton of space, all the things. Photos are a big one. Most of my digital clutter lies in my photos. It has been way too long since I've been through any of my photos, so that is something I desperately need to do this spring season because I have way too many duplicate photos and so much whatnot, like accidental screenshots. I can delete at least half of it probably. So get through your photos and delete duplicates, delete screenshots of randomness, delete the things that take up a lot of space. You can create some albums to organize the remaining photos and make it easy to find specific photos from a certain time. Maybe there was a trip you went on, you can make an album specifically for that trip, and it makes it easier to find photos of that trip. Stuff like that. Videos take up a ton of space, so try those first. Next up is apps. All my mom stuff is still on my phone, and it probably will be for the next few months, so there's really nothing I can do about that. But you probably have random apps you don't even remember downloading. Delete them. If you don't even know what the app is, delete it. Don't even open it. If you don't know what it is, no use in opening it and thinking, well, maybe it might be important, and then keeping it. Just delete it and save yourself the pain. You can free up a ton of space by deleting apps. Unsubscribe and save yourself the pain. Unsubscribe to emails. Wait, what did I just say? Moving on. Unsubscribe to the emails you don't need. Oftentimes, emails actually take up a ton of space. No, they don't take up a ton of space, but a lot of people spend a lot of time on emails, so make it easier for yourself and unsubscribe from those random blogs or whatever. This is something I really need to do because even though I don't get a ton of emails in a day or really ever, there are still too many things that I'm subscribed to that I really don't need. Filter your social media or delete it altogether. I mean, if you find yourself constantly on Instagram or something, just delete the app because but like you can keep your account. It's a lot less easy to use on a browser and it takes longer to load and you have to be like, "Oh, well, I have to go onto the app and then I have to type it in and then I have to wait for it to load and it takes forever to load and then it's not even that easy to use." So, you won't even be that tempted by social media anymore. Less space gets freed up on your phone. But if there are accounts that you follow just really don't make you feel good or just not need it anymore, even if it's like your friend's account or something, unfollow it because we don't need that kind of negative energy in our lives this spring. Get rid of files that take up a ton of space. Just frees up tons of space on your phone, and you probably don't even need those files anymore. Digital decluttering. Final thing you can try to really reset and refresh for this upcoming season is changing up your routine. Maybe you can change up your morning or night routine. The sun is rising earlier and setting later. So this is a good time to start to wake up earlier because waking up even just 15 minutes earlier can make a huge difference in how your morning goes. I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes when we're in a slumpy time, we just need to refresh our routines, refresh life a little bit, really any routine. Maybe you can wake up earlier and use that time to do something enjoyable, have like a morning moment in the morning, like reading a few chapters or doing a quick workout. Maybe you can move some things around in your night routine or switch stuff up to make it a bit more exciting or try a new form of exercise to change up your workout routine. Simple changes like that can make your day seem a lot less mundane and boring and make stuff a little bit more fun. When we get so used to doing the exact same thing over and over again, we don't really think much about what we're doing as we do the thing. Like, okay, um, brushing your teeth. You probably don't even think about that as much as you brush your teeth. Like, as you brush your teeth, you're not thinking about brushing your teeth. You're thinking about what needs to be done today. Thinking about anything but brushing your teeth because that's just such an automatic habit. You don't even need to think about it anymore. So by changing up your routines a little bit, you can make sure that you're actually like there, present as you're doing these things. Add some attention to these routines. Also, a good thing to do at the start of any new season, really. Maybe you have been wanting to change some things in your routine for a bit, but haven't for some reason. Do it now. I know that I've actually been waking up earlier this past month or so, and I plan to continue doing that. That's a change I'm making to my morning routine. Even the smallest changes, though, they can make a huge difference. Like, okay, what you order from a specific coffee shop, that can make life more fun and enjoyable. And you might be like, how is ordering something different at a coffee shop going to make life more fun? Okay, I don't know. There's no exact science beneath this, but just changing things up, even if it's a super small change every once in a while, can make all the difference. Okay, so that was all I had to say on how to refresh and reset for the upcoming season, spring season. I hope that helps. Now, to end our episode today, I have a quote for you guys from Angie Wieland Crosby. I hope I'm saying that right. It goes, "In the springtime, the heart regrows hope." Bye, guys. Rate, review, follow, and share this podcast. Please go follow me on Instagram. Drink some water, and I love you all.